Well, one of the things that I did enjoy was, I'm sure you saw this too, was the March for Life took place. And thousands and thousands of people out for that. Some in support for not killing babies, putting an end to abortion, turning back Roe v. Wade, which I think a lot of good-intentioned people are really, really hoping to see in the near future. Taking it back to the states, making it a state issue versus an actual federal issue.
And I don't remember which video, and I've said this before, but again, I gotta plug Nick, because he did it. There was a specific stream he was on where he talked about exactly what the law is, how it's actually really outside of it. It pretty much became its own thing. You know how he was talking about. When it comes to medical information, you pretty much gotta, you know what, the words are escaping me, and I don't want to. I honestly don't want to misquote or tell something that's incorrect. More so for just me, you know, not so much that I would spread information, because that's just a liberal retard term.
Yep.
But I'll let you continue your thought, because it was pretty much trying to say that the law, like, grants privileges that don't exist, and they only exist because that law exists, sort of thing. Is kind of what I was.
Sure, it's almost like the quid pro quo of, okay, so this law exists because this thing exists, but if this didn't exist, then we wouldn't have to have the law, and vice versa. Sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, with the whole March for Life, it was really super interesting to see that there was also another group that came out, and this one was actually of a religious affiliation as well.
Okay.
Not Christian. Let me make that distinction very clear. No longer Christian. In its beginning days, yes, Christian, but as of now, no longer Christian. And that would be the Catholic Church. Not the entirety of the Catholic Church, but a specific sect of them known as Catholics for Choice. In other words, we'll put it more bluntly, Catholics that are pro-abortion, which is a bit of an oxymoron.
Why even call yourself Catholic?
Well,
just start out.
You're not actually Catholic. If that's actually what I'm getting to. These people showed up, and they also were protesting against the March for Life. They're protesting in favor of abortion and the right to choose between life and death for your unborn potential within you. And what I find to be really, really just gross is that you have people that are supposed to be taking up the mantle of little Christ, Christians.
Well, we'll start right now. Well, I'll interrupt real quick and say we have our own thoughts on what we think of Catholicism in general.
Yeah. Well, and also if you trace it back to its very, very early years, within the first 400 years, there was an incredibly significant shift from the actual precepts of Christianity to a complete mirroring of sun worship, and it was done in an effect in a
the hell, really?
Oh yeah, just blow the ship up. Why don't you?
As I'm trying to get a gun, you just hop on in, and I can't. Now let's go.
It was done in an effort to appease essentially the Roman masses. That's what you have praying to and with saints that are dead and cannot hear our prayers, save for through a powerful medium, which we walk around with. But suffice it to say that if you consider yourself a Catholic and you are in support of the right to choose an abortion versus life, if you are a Catholic who supports abortion, then you are neither in action, you are neither a Catholic nor a Christian. You're not living as a Catholic or a Christian, because the Catholic Church has historically been against abortion. To the degree that they've actually denied Joe Biden the Eucharist because of his acceptance of and support of abortion along his party's line.
That doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, apparently not.
I guess those were the Catholics he was following.
I guess he was probably one of their heavy supporters. Looks like we might go down here in a second. Gotta get off this ship before it explodes. But yeah, no, I digress. If you claim to be a Catholic and you support abortion, you are Catholic in name. You are, I don't know what the equivalent of rhino is for the Catholic religion. We can call them kinos or crinos. But that is what you are. You are neither acting as a Catholic or as a Christian.
Well, I can't recall if you brought it up last stream, but I also saw a little... I didn't read the article, mostly because like I don't even want to with it. Some back-ass justification of it would be, but it was there's now like starting to be gay Catholic is a thing that I saw. Well, I'm just like, I mean, it's not becoming the whole point of a religion is just to follow a certain set of beliefs that you've come to feel really influence your life as a general. Obviously, we based us on Christian because out there or whatnot. That's where some people go to get why they choose to follow religions. Yeah, there's certain ideals that they like and that they see in religion that sense to. But like, this is going completely against what was the foundations.
Oh
like
yeah,
like I don't like, to me it's like, well, why even say you're a part of this religion if you're just gonna...
Well, and also for a collective of people that have the Bible as their holy book, in addition to their catechism coming out of Vatican II, you have a lot of addendums made that are completely unbiblically sound, 100%. But it's really super interesting that for a group that claims to teach out of the Bible and from the Bible and hold that Bible in high esteem above all other books, it's amazing that they would just overlook Jeremiah 1 verse 5, where the good Lord is talking to Jeremiah and flat out says to him, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." As if to say, hey, you were a person before you were even conceived, and you're still a person while you're being conceived, and you're a person after you've been conceived. It's as if to say that it's not just a cluster of cells, it is actually endowed with the breath of life. So that was, I find that to be, as I said before already, anybody who claims Catholicism or even Christianity who wants to support abortion, you are acting completely contra to what your faith would dictate, and you are acting as a Christian in name only or Catholic in.
Absolutely.